Have you ever wondered what attracts a woman's attention? Is it size, appearance, or something else? If you've ever asked yourself these questions, you're in the right place. As an experienced urologist with years of practice, I am here to share information that goes beyond the surface. In this video, I will reveal the secrets that have a lasting impact on relationships. Believe me, it's not just about appearance. What matters is the attention, respect, and care you give to yourself and others. These small, powerful gestures can create a genuine, lasting connection. Stay with me until the end, as I will explain 5 key points in detail that will completely change your approach to attraction and relationships. From personal care to emotional connection, these are the things women truly value. By the end of this video, you'll have practical and actionable advice to improve your relationship and intimacy, regardless of your age. Don't miss it. What you learn here could change your life. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support means a lot to me. If this video has helped you, you can help me continue sharing these valuable lessons by liking and sharing them with your friends and family. Together, we can spread these ideas far and wide. Let me tell you a deeply moving story I experienced, which I hope will shed light on what matters to maintain a strong and fulfilling relationship. One day, while walking in the park, I noticed an older man who sat on the same bench every day and seemed to have found his refuge. He appeared calm and serene, as if this place belonged to him, as if he had rooted himself there not only physically, but also spiritually. He had become part of the landscape, and the place seemed to breathe with him. What impressed me the most was that one day, this man noticed a young man passing by, looking worried and overwhelmed by dark and heavy thoughts. With infinite gentleness, the older man subtly waved to the young man and invited him to sit beside him. After some exchange, the young man began to open up. It was as if he had found a space where he could finally lay down his burden. He opened his heart and spoke about the difficulties he was having in his relationship with his partner. He felt deeply inadequate, both emotionally and physically, as though he was constantly battling a stormy sea without knowing how to reach the shore. The older man listened to him with a patience that only those who have gone through the trials of life can have. He responded with a calm voice, marked by the wisdom that only time and experience can bring. Maintaining a relationship, he said, is like tending to a plant. If you don't give it the attention it deserves, it loses its shine. It will slowly wither until only faded memories remain. After over 50 years of marriage, this man had learned a truth that surpasses the illusions of modern life. It is not the grand gestures or expensive gifts that keep someone close to you, but the small attentions, the daily gestures of care and love. He told me, and I firmly believe, that just as it's not enough to water a plant to make it grow, paying attention to its subtle needs is essential. You must notice when it needs shade, when it desires the warmth of the sun, and when it's time to give it some gentle water. This wisdom resonates deeply with me. Over time, I've learned that for many women, especially those who have gathered experience and are in a more mature stage of life, what truly matters is the constant attention you give them. It is the small details of everyday life, the moments of quiet tenderness, the silent listening, and the self-care that nourish the soul of the relationship. Today, I want to share 5 essential aspects with you that, believe me, can make a monumental difference. These points are simple, but often overlooked, and they have enormous power to transform a relationship. I will break them down one by one, and believe me, the last point is especially crucial. It could change everything. Through these elements, we will deconstruct some common misconceptions and learn lessons that only experience can teach. What we're going to explore today is much more than superficial considerations. It's not just about appearance or spectacular gestures, but about what you build every day with love and respect to create a fulfilling and satisfying sexual life. Because, in the end, true intimacy is not just in the physical act, but in the depth of commitment and emotional connection that you nurture together day after day. I'm excited to offer you an ebook titled Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60, a true guide full of practical and inspiring advice to strengthen and rejuvenate your relationship. If you want to transform your love life, don't wait any longer. Click the link in the comments to get your copy and begin your journey to fulfilling and lasting intimacy. Now, without further delay, let's dive into our 5 key points, which I'm sure will make all the difference. First point: the secret to attracting someone goes far beyond appearance. Let's talk about what matters in a relationship. Many people, often influenced by unrealistic beauty standards, believe that size, appearance, or physical traits are the heart of attraction. But in reality, what matters most is who you are inside and how you take care of yourself. Think of attraction as a house. No matter how big the structure is, if it's neglected, poorly maintained, with dirty walls and a garden overgrown with weeds, it doesn't make a good impression. It's the same with your body and well-being. It's not your outward appearance that defines true beauty, but how you take care of yourself, which reflects the value you place on yourself and what you can offer to others. For many women, especially those who have passed through the years with wisdom and experience, it's the details that truly matter. They won't be blinded by fleeting appearances, but by gestures that show you value yourself. And this attention to detail makes a difference. The first step to keeping this house in order is good hygiene, but that doesn't just mean a quick and superficial shower. It's about establishing a real care routine that shows you respect yourself. When you take care of every aspect of yourself, you show others that you are a person deserving of respect and attention. Women, and I know this from experience, notice these small things. When you smell good, when your skin is well cared for, when you watch your diet and stay active, you're like a well-maintained house, inviting and warm. And there's nothing more attractive than someone who radiates healthy and vibrant energy. A house that smells good, is clean and tidy, naturally invites you in, just as you are perceived as an open person, comfortable in your skin, and ready to offer warmth and affection. It's this attention to detail that truly attracts and creates an authentic and lasting connection. Don't forget that attraction is primarily a matter of energy, authenticity, and personal care. It's these qualities that make the difference, making you more attractive, not just through your appearance, but through the aura you radiate through your well-being. And believe me, it's these small things that ultimately strengthen intimacy and the relationship as a whole. Studies have shown that the sense of smell plays an extremely powerful role in attraction, much more than is often assumed. This subtle scent, this natural freshness, achieved only through daily care, has a much deeper allure than any artificial perfume. It's not just about feeling good about yourself, but radiating an energy that attracts the other and invites them to get closer. And of course, this goes hand in hand with the attention you give your skin, especially over time. As we age, our skin requires more care and gentleness. Using the right products, such as gentle soaps and moisturizers, is not a luxury, but a necessity to maintain the health of your skin. It's an act of self-care, but also an invisible gesture noticed by those around you. Your beard care or grooming of your body hair is not just a matter of aesthetics, but also personal comfort and well-being. That makes the difference in how you feel and how you are perceived. These small attentions are like a fresh coat of paint on a house. They not only beautify the exterior, but also preserve the structure and stability of the whole. These gestures show deep respect for yourself and the person by your side. Ultimately, Attraction doesn't lie in the size or outward appearance of a person, but in the attention and care they give to their well-being and that of others. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're continuing to watch with me. Second point, attention to intimate care. Think of your body like a car you drive every day. For it to run properly, it needs constant maintenance. Now, imagine you'd ignore one of the most important parts, like the engine. Without the engine, the car goes nowhere. The same is true for our bodies, especially when it comes to intimate areas. Ignoring these details is like neglecting a vital part of yourself, and that can create discomfort as obvious as driving a broken car. Many men think that women don't care about these aspects, but that's a misconception. Women highly appreciate when a man takes deep care of himself without neglecting these sensitive areas. That doesn't mean indulging in excessive or artificial routines, but rather paying attention to the details. Serious attention to intimate care shows that you respect yourself, that you respect your body, and that you take care of it. It's like driving a well-maintained car where all the parts work in harmony. Everything runs more smoothly and pleasantly. Another often overlooked but essential aspect is clothing comfort. Choosing clothing that allows you to breathe, that is neither too tight nor uncomfortable, is also key to well-being. Imagine wearing tight pants or a shirt on a hot summer day. The feeling is uncomfortable and can affect your overall comfort. It's like a car without air conditioning on a muggy day. No one wants that experience. Choose clothing that allows you to move freely and breathe. This may seem simple, but this attention to your physical comfort is noticed by others and shows that you respect yourself. And of course, intimate hygiene is essential. There's no need to go to extremes, but a thorough and careful shower, careful drying, and a regular care routine make the difference. This may seem obvious, but neglecting this care is like not preparing a car for a trip. Without basic maintenance, problems may arise that make the experience less enjoyable. These small daily habits not only ensure your well-being, but also convey a sense of comfort and confidence that is remarkably attractive and reassuring to others. This type of care you give your body and well-being is not limited to the exterior, but is a true act of respect for yourself and the intimacy you share with your partner. These daily gestures show that you value yourself and that you want to maintain this precious and deep connection. The attention you give to every detail of your well-being becomes the mirror of the attention you give to the other person, and that strengthens the bonds in a relationship. It goes far beyond simple care. It's an act of love and mutual care. Third point, debunking the myth of size. For years, a false belief has persisted. The bigger, the better. This idea has led many men to feel insecure or to believe that size is the key to their success. But let me tell you something important and liberating. Size does not define the experience. What matters in an intimate relationship is not the size of the physical attribute, but how you shape the moment and how you make the other person feel. The essence lies in the connection, tenderness, and ability to make each moment special and enrich the shared experience. Think of a game on your phone, for example. Whether the screen is large or small, a game can be just as enjoyable and engaging. What makes the difference is how you play, your involvement at the moment, and your ability to make the experience exciting and pleasant. It's the same in intimate relationships. Most women, and I deeply feel this, value attention, kindness, and especially this emotional connection more than anything else. In this sincere connection lies the real magic. That doesn't mean the physical appearance doesn't matter, but it must be balanced with a deep understanding and true empathy for the other. A man who sincerely cares about his partner's well-being and who creates special and thoughtful moments for both will make an enormous difference. It's not the size that matters, but the intention behind each gesture. So, if you've ever felt insecure about size or certain physical aspects, set that aside. What matters is the tenderness with which you nurture the relationship, the way you adjust so that both of you can enjoy it, and of course, how you create valuable memories together. Ultimately, it's not the size that leaves an indelible impression, but the connection, love, and shared joy. These elements, woven together, are the true secrets to a fulfilling, lasting, and happy relationship. Fourth point, trust and skills are essential. Do you want to know what attracts a woman? It's not a facade or a pretense. It's authentic trust. This type of trust is not built through artificial means or what you own, but through who you are inside. This trust doesn't depend on external circumstances or others' validation. It radiates from you, from your ability to be at peace with yourself. It's a deep confidence that allows you to be honest and open, and it's this inner security that makes all the difference. This authentic trust, far from being forced or imposed, is rooted in your life and actions. It doesn't change with age or material possessions, because it comes from a much deeper source. It's this type of trust that fascinates and attracts, and it allows a relationship to grow and thrive over time. When you have this confidence in yourself, you're able to give unconditionally, love without fear, and provide emotional security for your partner. It's not just about appearance, but authenticity, and that creates lasting and meaningful bonds. And this trust doesn't mean being the boldest or always wanting to be in the spotlight. It's a quiet trust, an inner conviction that you have what it takes to create truly special moments for both of you. Imagine driving a car. Whether it's the most modern or fastest, what matters is how you handle it. A skilled driver knows how to get the best out of it, adjusting to every curve and every situation and staying in the moment. The same applies to an intimate relationship. The key lies in the ability to be attentive, to adjust your actions so the experience is pleasant and meaningful for both of you. For many women, especially those over 50, what matters is this quiet confidence that comes from you. They're not looking for someone who constantly wants to show off or impress. What attracts them is a man who is capable of creating an atmosphere of trust where everything flows naturally. Think of a dance. No matter whether you know every step perfectly, what matters is how you make the person beside you feel. True skill in a relationship is the ability to create a sincere connection where both feel respected, appreciated, and valuable. When you possess this authentic trust, you transmit this calm and security, enabling both of you to fully enjoy the moment. This trust is like a deep and intimate conversation. It's not about speaking louder or imposing ideas, but about listening, understanding, and most importantly, being attentive to what the other person seeks. A man who takes the time to figure out what his partner likes and who is constantly striving to improve this connection, who learns and grows over time, is a man that a woman will not easily forget. Ultimately, true trust lies not in outward demonstrations, but in the authentic presence you bring and the way you connect with the other. Fifth point, communication and empathy. These two elements are the true pillars of a solid and fulfilling relationship. Although everything we've discussed is essential, the true foundation of a genuine connection lies in the ability to communicate and understand each other. It's these exchanges, these moments when you truly open up, when you clearly express your needs and desires, but also actively listen, that allow for deep and lasting intimacy. It is in this interaction that true satisfaction arises, beyond any physical dimension. To build a truly intimate relationship, it's essential not only to know how to speak, but more importantly, how to listen. The pleasure, harmony, and happiness you share come from this mutual understanding. Too often, we think that what works for us will automatically work for the other. But the truth is that each person is unique, with different needs, desires, and expectations. Sometimes it's enough to ask questions, clearly express what you feel, and most importantly, listen to what the other has to say. Empathy, the ability to feel what the other feels, is a bridge that connects souls and enables each person to be seen, understood, and supported. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're continuing to watch with me. In a relationship, it's crucial to create this space of open communication without judgment or pressure, where the other can freely express themselves and where you are there to absorb their thoughts, emotions, and needs. That doesn't mean every conversation will be easy, but it means you're willing to navigate together, hand in hand, to find solutions that strengthen your bonds. This ability to understand each other, support one another, and grow together is what allows a relationship to thrive over time. It is here, in empathy and communication, where the true magic of a fulfilling relationship lies. What each person values may differ greatly from the other, and this is where clear and open communication plays a vital role. Too often, we assume that the other knows what we feel, what we want, or what we expect, but the reality is that only conversation can eliminate these doubts and clarify things. A simple discussion about what each person likes, what makes us feel good, or what touches us can truly change the dynamic of a relationship. It doesn't have to be complicated. On the contrary, the beauty of communication lies in its simplicity, in its ability to flow naturally and without pressure. Sometimes, it can be as simple as giving a sincere compliment at the right time or talking after sharing a moment while enjoying each other's company. Women, and I sincerely believe this is universal, truly appreciate it when you care about what they feel and what they think. This not only shows attention, but also deep respect for their emotions and needs. Just asking open-ended questions and showing that you are willing to learn and adapt to their wishes can create a connection of great depth. At first, it may feel awkward to talk about intimacy, almost like an uncomfortable exercise where no one quite knows how it should go. But you have to remember that all of this is part of a learning process, a teamwork where each member learns to get to know the other and listen. And believe me, once this communication channel is open, everything becomes easier. It just takes a few sincere words and a few authentic gestures to make the weight of uncertainty disappear. When a couple learns to openly talk about what they like, what they want, the little things that make them happy, or the insecurities that hold them back, there's no more room for confusion or emotional distance. Barriers fall, misunderstandings vanish, and the pleasure, both emotional and physical, only grows. It becomes clear that the key to any fulfilling relationship lies in the ability to communicate, to understand, and most importantly, to accept each other as they are. Ultimately, it's this authentic connection, where everyone feels heard and appreciated, that nourishes the relationship and allows it to thrive. As we come to a close, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to explore this important information with me. We've talked about the power of personal care, the role of communication, the myth of size, the importance of self-confidence, and the true value of empathy in relationships. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts. What have you learned so far? Is there any lesson that particularly impressed you? I encourage you to share one thing you've learned today that you'd like to integrate into your life in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and learn from each other. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay informed about upcoming helpful content. Thank you for being part of this journey. I look forward to hearing from you.